Hello guys, welcome to Programming Geeks. I am Vishnath and I will be teaching the Python programming language in this channel. So this is the first video and let's get started by first installing Python in our machines. So if you are a Linux user, you don't have to do anything, you already have Python installed. But if you are on Windows, like majority of the users, you need to follow these steps. First open up your favorite web browser and type in Python. So this is the official website of Python, that is www.python.org. You click there, you go to the download section, go to the Windows bar, or you can find this small pop-up over here. So here you can directly click on this Python 3.811 and it will start the download. I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to do it again. So now let's navigate to that executable file. So you will find it in downloads. So here I have it. So double clicking it here, you need to add this Python 3.8 to path. So what is meant by path is you will have a common platform where you can store all your tools. So by basically adding Python to your path, you can access Python from anywhere. If you don't add it to your path, you need to always navigate to the folder where you installed it and then only launch Python. So it's a good idea to always keep all your programming tools in your path. And then here you need to customize your installation. Click next and over here you just keep the path as C and Python 38. You don't have to install it in the default location. There is a reason for that because when we are dealing with third party libraries at a later stage, we won't need to navigate to that location every time. You can directly go to C and Python 38, 32. It will be in your C drive itself. So you don't have to go and search for it. That is why it is advisable to install it in this location, or else you can even go with that default installation location itself. And then here you click on install. I have already installed it, so I'm not going to install it. So once it's completed, you will get the finish button. You just click on finish, and then you can check the installation by typing IDLE in your search bar. So once you click on this, you will have a similar kind of shell over here. So this is the Python interactive shell, and here you will have 3.8.1. I'm using a previous version. So if you have just downloaded it, you will be having the 3.8.1 version over there. So here you can test the installation by typing some mathematical installation. This is an interactive shell, so it will directly give you the answer. So we will explore more about these shells and scripting and all those things at a later stage. So now the output is correct. So it means that the Python is successfully installed. So that is it for a Python installation, but I do recommend something else too. So if you now fire up a new file over here, so something like this is just like a notepad. It's nothing but a notepad, but the thing is, once you save it, it will save as a Python file. So let me save it on the desktop. Let's say something, let's say py1, and let me save that. So it will be if you now look at the properties, it will be a .py file. So .py is a Python extension. So all Python files go with the extension .py. And you don't have to always go here, open up this shell, and then click on new. You can even code the same thing in Notepad also. This is just like a notepad. This is just like an empty notepad. The only difference is that this particular application, which comes with the Python interpreter, it can color code your program. What it means is, if you write some statements like if I say print means it is going to just display whatever I write inside onto the screen. So if I write something like hello, so here you can see that hello is in a different color and print is in different color. If you do that in a notepad, you won't be getting all those things, and it even takes care of indentation automatically. So by indentation I mean sometimes while writing something like while true. So this is a while loop. I'll be talking about this in a later stage. So here you can see that it automatically added a tab over here. So if I write some other thing also, like 1 equal to 10, something like that. And here again, automatically indentation is taken care of. So all these things are done over here. But for more productivity, I recommend using an external text editor, something like Sublime Text or Visual Studio Code. So I prefer Visual Studio Code. So you can go to your web browser and type for Visual Studio Code, and this is the official website, that is code.visualstudio.com. You click on that, you download for Windows, you will be getting this application. Double click it, I accept the agreement, next, and then create a desktop icon, and you check on these two things also, that is add open with code to Windows Explorer and register code as an editor for supported file types. So by doing this, you will be able to right click on a file and then select the option open with code, and this will basically create a desktop icon. And add to path is, again, as I told you, it will add it to the path so that you can access this Visual Studio Code from anywhere. So you just click on next and then click on install. I have already installed it, so I'm not going to do that. So once you install this, you can open up that Visual Studio Code and you go over here. So here which says extensions, and then you search for Python over here. So this particular editor supports multiple languages. So you need to add something called extensions, which will take care of the particular language syntax. So you go there, you install this one, which is from Microsoft, which has 4.5 stars. So you just click on install. There will be a button here, and once it's installed, it will ask you for reload. You just reload it, and you will have this kind of buttons over here, that is disable and uninstall. So it means that it has successfully installed. So let me show you how to write some code here. Here you be sure to check on autosave. This is an amazing feature. You don't have to save your file every time you write it. It is automatically taken care of. So you can either create a new file, but by creating new file you need to provide the extension also. So last time we did not provide the extension, it was automatically taken care of because that particular application was made only to handle Python files. So this particular application is made to handle multiple files. So you need to provide the extension. So you need to provide something like py2.py. So this will make it as a Python file. See, the icon came. So it means that it is now identified as Python. So here you will be getting the Python 3.8.1 32-bit. So I am using the 64-bit interpreter. The default one which you download will be a 32-bit interpreter. So here you can write your code. So same thing I'll write. So here you can see the suggestions it's giving. So it will directly give the suggestion. You can press tab to complete it. And then once you write something over here, it is automatically taken care of. This is much better than the previous one. So let me show you what I mean by that. So there's something called math module inside this. We will be talking about all these modules at a later stage, but just for an idea, I'm just telling over here. And you can use the factorial function of math. So by using an editor like this, what you will be benefited is while writing itself, you will be getting suggestions. So if I just type math dot, then you can see all those functions which are there inside this particular module. So I want the factorial. So if I just type f, it is going to give me the fabs or factor, whatever the functions which are starting with f. So I need the factorial. So just going to type tab, and inside this I'm going to give the number. So here you can see it even gives a small documentation of how the particular function needs to be used. So all these things are not there in that default Python editor. So it's better to use this particular IDE. And here the way you execute these particular programs is, one thing is you can directly go here and run this Python file in terminal. You will be seeing the output over here. So this is the value of 100 factorial. And the other thing is you can go here. So this is the file I made now. So edit with this, and then here if you want to run it from here also, you can do that by clicking run and run module, or just directly clicking F5. It will ask you to save and then execute it. So here you will be getting the output inside the shell. It won't be in the command prompt. So if you need the output in the command prompt, what you will do is you will open a command prompt, you will navigate to that location. So I'm in the desktop, so cd desktop. And over here, if you're on Linux, you just type Python 3, or if you're on Windows, you will just write Python or py. Both of them are going to work. Py, and then the file name, that is py2.py. And if you just click enter, you will be getting the output. So that's all for this video. In the next video, we'll be actually starting programming in Python. We will start with variables and the basic syntax of the language. please like, share and subscribe, and I will meet you in the next video. Till then, happy coding.